what happens when you mix the cheapest gear on the internet with promises that sound just a little bit too good to be true. You end up like me. Someone who spent too much money on Temu photography gear yet again. I'm risking not just my wallet, but the most expensive camera gear that I own to see whether we're going to end up with some hidden gems or some complete scams. And trust me, the last two are absolutely mind-blowing. You're going to want to stick around and watch this disaster unfold. And this video is sponsored by PicTime, but more about that in a sec. First up, we have this lovely thing right here. This is meant to be a camera waistband. Now, at first glance, it's actually padded, which is really, really good. But it has no attachments, and it kind of feels like more of a utility belt. Not that you'd catch any tradie using this. Let's see how she fits. All right, put you just here for now anyway. So it goes on like a normal belt. Styling. I'm feeling good. I feel great. As you can see, we've got some loops here that we can hang stuff from. You know what that means. Time to put some expensive camera gear on something that cost, I think it was like 12 bucks.
Meow, 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 meow. Back to you, Marley, with the weather.
Sorry, I actually got the pricing wrong. I just checked over the script here, and it's $14, not 12. So let's put some expensive camera gear on this thing. This awesome utility belt didn't actually come with anything to attach to or anything, but we're gonna see how this goes.
Did you steal those clips from me?
No, these are my ones.
Okay.
This setup here, the Sony A7 Mark IV, brand new, is like, I don't know, $4,500, or was $4,500 when I bought it. And then the lens, this Tamron lens here, is about $1,200. Australian, that is.
That's making me nervous.
How's it look, Sam?
Expensive. I don't know why it makes me nervous.
This?
I held my breath. Please don't do that again. I closed my eyes that time. Try running with it.
Oh, thank you. There he goes.
Told you.
They didn't flop around as much as I thought they were going to.
They did a little bit. Oh, can you stop? You're making... Okay. I don't think anyone's doing that when they're wearing their cameras.
Well, that's what apparently this is meant for.
Should we just stick a bunch of stuff to you? Babe, don't do that. Stop. Okay, they're hitting each other.
I expected it to break way sooner, but it hasn't. It held up. I don't know how this is going to hold up long term, but that's kind of the danger when you are investing in something like this. This is not meant to be a long-term solution. I honestly don't think that this would last much more than 3 sessions. And the D-hooks that are on here, they feel quite cheap. They feel a bit flimsy. And also the fact that it didn't actually have any attachments come with it. I'm not entirely sure what pieces of camera equipment are meant to fit here. It's certainly not a camera lens. It might be maybe a camera duster. Am I surprised though for 14 bucks? Not really, but I would say just invest your money into something just a little bit more quality than this. Now, if you thought that this camera waistband was the bee's knees, well, we have this wrist strap right here. This thing was $2. It's actually not bad. It feels like it's made out of paracord, which is strong and sturdy, but the thing that doesn't give me confidence is actually this thing right here. Let's see how it works. So I can apply it here. All right, giving it a big old tug. Let's wrap it around. Let's go. Oh, okay. I actually just bent that back in place. No one's gonna notice. Let's chuck this on our wrist. Now, I'm not a huge fan of wrist straps. I don't think they really suit my vibe, but I don't know. Maybe this might change things. So if I'm just going to be, you know, bumming around on a photo shoot, okay. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, it feels cool. It definitely doesn't feel super intrusive, but I don't know. Again, I don't think it's the paracord or like this material. I think it's this thing right here. That little ring there. It feels cheap as fuck. Mind you, I just want to show you this right now. It's just concrete below me, just so you understand what I'm actually doing here. That's not bad. Oh, fuck. Oh. That's not good at all. Holy shit, that was so close to falling. I guess that's what you get for spending $2 on a wrist strap, but oh my... Look at that. It's not hanging on. That's barely hanging on. I'm gonna put this down gently. That's broken. That's it. That's gone. That's the thing you run into when you're buying stuff off Temu. When you cheap out on camera accessories that are meant to protect your camera. This thing here, that might be something that you might do by accident. And if you accidentally drop your camera just a little bit too hard, this thing here is gonna bend and your equipment's now gone. And this $2 mistake ends up being several $1,000s. If you value your gear, avoid this at all costs. And at this point, I've pretty much lost faith in anything that holds my camera from Temu. Let's see if actual cameras can at least do somewhat better. All right, something I'm actually excited, and it's this filter here. This effects filter was $32, and it was marketed as a cinematic halo motion blur filter.
So we have Jasmine here who's going to be helping out on this shoot.
She's going to be modeling for us for the next couple of products that I've got. So let's try and set stuff up and see how chaotic this thing gets. Okay. Thank you. Oh no! I think that's fine. Flow around. Flow around. 3, 2, 1. Flow. 3, 2. Ah. All right. Flow around. 3, 2, 1.
That's cool. Yay. They're cool.
That is really, really cool. You know what? I'm actually really surprised about how well the filter performed just looking at the photos on the back of the camera. But we've got to jump home and actually check them out on the big computer.
All right. Credit where credit's due. This Puyi lens filter, it really surprised me. It really surprised me. I've chucked these in the Lightroom here, and yeah, I've got a quick edit on them if we do a before and after really quickly. Like, it's so sick. And honestly, for $32, I am absolutely stoked. I am more than happy with this. I will say this though, the last time I used one of these, the glass itself is very inconsistent. Buying off Temu, you're not exactly getting the most reputable thing, but when you do get it right, you get something like this. Before we kick over to the next one, have you ever delivered photos to a client and they've said, oh my God, I love these. Do you offer prints? But you don't, so you say, nah, soz, can't do that. I recently got married, and both my partner and our families had the exact same question. And it could have been completely avoided if the photographer was using PicTime. PicTime is a client gallery service with a twist. You can literally get all your photos printed in-house by them, and they send it to the client. It's so damn simple. Your client likes a photo, they buy it, all without leaving the gallery. Now here is the part that I have to legally read, otherwise I will be arrested. PicTime is currently offering 30% off all plans, as well as 200 free gallery migrations if you're subscribed to another service and you want to switch. Just click the top link in the description down below and you'll be good to go.
Next up, we have a DJI Osmo Pocket Clone. For 43 bucks, this 4K handheld gimbal camera claims to have amazing cinematic stabilization and, again, shoot in 4K. And I just actually realized something now, that is not a gimbal. Does it move? Okay, this actually does nothing. This is off to a great start. Let's see if this actually delivers.
Okay, how do we record? M. Okay, no. What's the resolution? Ha! Not 4K, 1080p. Alright, image quality. 3 megapixels. Okay, M for out of menu. Okay, record. No. Okay, that's photo. That's got a voice recorder. How lovely. It has no card in it. Ah, shit. This is looking lovely. No clue how the audio sounds, and I can't actually see anything. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do here. But I know how we can film a lovely sequence. I want to get a couple of shots of you. I want to try and maybe get something where there's some sunlight so that it might be a close-up, and then maybe one of you like sitting down in the sand and stuff like that. Maybe one with your feet in the water and stuff like that, just to kind of build up a little bit of a sequence here. Let's see the 4K quality of this camera. Yeah. All right. Let's close your eyes. We'll get into a lovely place. We're gonna. Okay. I know it's hard to not laugh. Okay, so there's one clip there. All right, I'll get you maybe over in the water a little bit. Here we go. Awesome. So to test out the amazing cinematic stabilization that this thing has, I'll get you just walking along the shoreline. So come back over here. Over here, over here, over here, over here. It'll just be from behind. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Amazing.
So this is the box that this camera came in, and it is so much worse than you think. I'm going to say this now. If you have seizures or a history of epilepsy or anything like that, or are sensitive to flashing lights, please skip this section. This is no joke. This is baked in. Even if you wanted to deliver that to a client, you couldn't. It's actually skipping frames. It's missing frames in the footage. And it also has a timestamp baked into it too, which is disgusting. But this is not 4K. This is not the 4K that was advertised to me. For $43, nearly $50, we got this. What the fuck? This here, the GoPro Hero 2018, well, I bought it for $200 when it was brand new. This thing now is about the same price. This is $50. And it is infinitely better. Seriously, just have a look at some of the footage here. And then these are some of the photos that I've taken with the GoPro as well. It's so much better. And it's a reputable company and the audio is great. And it's... No matter how much you think that you're a great photographer or you're a great cinematographer or a video editor, you can't save this. This is fucking trash. This is e-waste. This is landfill. This is... it makes me so mad that this stuff is being made. Maybe the next one's going to be better. I hope it is. Fuck. Moving on to another so-called 4K action camera. This thing looks like the original GoPro, and apart from claiming that it's 4K Ultra HD, it also claims to have a 170-degree field of view. That's insanely wide. Is it any good? Let's see how we go.
Okay, it's on. We're already recording apparently. So This is apparently 4K 30, and it's an underwater housing, so we can actually do, I don't know how that's going to work. So just the same thing as before, we'll try and recreate those same shots. Here we go. Cool. Get you walking along as well. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet.
Oh, I'm really hoping that this GoPro clone can do way better. But I have a feeling that that's not going to be the case. This is not working. It's got the timestamp baked in, but at least there's no flashing, strobing lights or anything like that. I can't believe that this here is $45. This, it does not make sense that it's this price. This, same price. And it looks like this. Why is this shit still made? It makes me mad. Choking on my own rage here. If you've got a little bit of extra cash, you can get one of these secondhand, and this was what, like $100, $150? It works, it's great, and it does 4K, and it looks awesome. Hell, if you want another camera that can do something similar, grab one of these. Yeah, it's a Nikon B500, but still does the same shit. You'll get way better footage. Save your money. But this last camera that I have here, I'm really excited about because it was a viral TikTok camera. Now for the Chu Zhao digital camera. This is by far one of the most expensive things I've actually ever bought off Temu. This was $180. This thing here. It does remind me of like the old Brownie 620C cameras, like from the 1900s. It claims that it's got 1080p and 12 megapixels, but does it really? I guess let's just take some photos and find out.
Okay. On. Okay, this actually doesn't look bad. This doesn't look bad here. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so I want to do something a little bit different here. We're still on? Did it die? Okay, no, we're still on. Okay, good. This is something that I brought with me. I want to wrap it around you. That'll be the first thing. All right, I'm going to do a couple of poses here. So let's just do this one first, and we're going to get you to look to your right, left. 3, 2, 1. I think I took a photo.
I'm gonna keep my eyes closed. You gotta tell me when you're gonna take the shot, and then I will open them because that's the only chance you're gonna get the light of the sun.
3, 2, 1. All right, photo taken.
So this is by far the most expensive thing I have ever bought off Temu. $180. It actually works pretty well as a camera. It's not the best, but it has a vibe. Get pretty creative with this, and I think I can see why this went viral. These are some of the images here, with these 3 all taken on the Chu Zhao, and these 2 are taken through the mirror. I'm not exactly a fan of these 2, but I am a fan of this. This one's cool. Now, it doesn't mean it's great. There's a lot of other better things that you could get for $180, but this really did surprise me. I didn't know what to expect from this. Would I get it again? No. But honestly, for $180, you could get this, a Sony A300. I picked this one up for $100 Australian. This is actually one of my most favorite cameras to use. And you get shots like this. How? It is just so much better. It is infinitely better. And then you compare that against the Chu Zhao, like this thing's banking on the hype. That's all it is. It's just an overhyped camera. The danger here is don't pay $180 for it because, wow, that is just way too much. But hopefully this last one's not going to give me a fucking headache. Now the last product we have here to test out, you might actually be able to notice it right now. It's this thing right here. It is an RGB light, but this thing is actually magnetic. Right now, on its CCT mode, It's actually pretty good, but I don't want to use it just for this, just acting as a random magnetic fill light over here. I want to put this to the test into some portraits, into some street portraits, and see just how cool this thing actually can be. Okay, so let's turn this on. Oh, okay, good, it's sticking. Okay, so bring that down. I'm gonna have to stop that down a little bit. I might have to. Actually, that's not bad. Chin up just a bit. A little bit more. There we go, thank you. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of cool. All right, let's see how the color is on this. So it's bright. It's bright.
Yeah,
I did not expect it to be this bright.
it's very bright in my eyeballs. Okay, so the color range is a little bit.
Yeah, it's not that great, and because nothing lights up, it's very difficult to see.
Oh, so the magnets are like at the top and the bottom?
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, the bugs are really liking it too.
3, 2, 1. No. Look, it's there. Look over this way.
Sorry.
Now.
Oh no, a mosquito just went in my ear.
Oh, yeah. One more. Do one more color.
Look, oh, can you see them all?
Yeah, I can. Oh, that's gross. All right, mate. Let's just do one more. Just that there. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. So this light actually surprised me. It's pretty cool the fact that it is magnetic. I really like that. I did find that the brightest mode on this was its CCT mode as opposed to its RGB mode. Now for 20 bucks, this is really not bad. And I don't think its color temperature is super accurate. I don't have anything to measure that with, but this is awesome. And the fact that it will stick to most surfaces because it is magnetic is very handy. Now these are the shots that I took, both raw and edited with my Lightroom presets. Link in description. I will say out of camera, it looks pretty damn good. Fair warning that it is very cheaply made. I feel like a drop will just break the casing, but if you're not too worried about it and you are buying it for the express purpose of it being cheap so that you can just throw it around and you're not losing out on, $1,500, then you're golden. Just like my last Temu haul right here where I get scammed. Also, remember to subscribe.